They send you a letter to come back home to play, but to your dismay, this isn't your day, for the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses you abandoned or dismantled or mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed. Trapped within these walls, you left our souls to drip away. The ink decayed, the walls are bay, but a reckoning has come today. You say Boris has no guts cause you replace it with mechanical stream. We've been tortured, but we move forward. This disorder kills your day. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure what it need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight, build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight, build up a machine. You die tonight. So you pound over pieces to initiate the pain. Our venom stains, a knife remains, but the ending's always just the same. No gain. Nod your head to the beat of death as you draw your last eternal breath. Sensations of an invasion send the course right through your veins. You say we have no brains, we're just cartoons for your betrayal. To tell some tale by the boat and sail, but sure this inevitably unveils the fail. Splashes of eternal hate will flood the floor and clean your slate. Now we're the tools and you're the fool. A nightmare dominates. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure what it need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure what it need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Machine, you die tonight. I'm aware that your soul is now divine. We can't not toll even broken chains, so don't toll with us like he did to our shining stars. So prepare for revenge over a whole new creature from the darkest side. You gotta go see the pain we feel, created as monsters that come to life. Come back to life. So you come to the end now, alive but dead inside. The heartbeat's loud, you've joined our crowd. We are but punished serpentines. Your life with him was fun, but now the terror's only just begun. Now come with me and you will see we're newborn cyanide. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure what it need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure what it need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight, build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight, build up a machine. You die tonight. They send you a letter to come back home to play, but to your dismay, this isn't your day, for the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses you abandoned or dismantled or mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed. Trapped within these walls, you left our souls to drip away. The ink decayed, the walls are bay, but a reckoning has come today. You say this has no guts, cause you replace it with mechanical stream. We've been tortured, but we move forward. This disorder kills your day. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure all you didn't need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up a machine. You die tonight. So you pound over pieces to initiate the pain. Our venom stains, our knife remains, but the ending's always just the same. No gain. Nod your head to the beat of death as you draw your last eternal breath. Sensations of an invasion send the course right through your veins. You say we have no brains, we're just cartoons for your betrayal. To tell some tale by the boat and sail, but sure this inevitably unveils the fail. Splashes of eternal hate will flood the floor and clean your slate. Now we're the tools and you're the fool. Our nightmare dominates. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure all you didn't need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure all you didn't need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Machine, you die tonight. I'm aware that your soul is now divine. We cast in our toe, even broken chains. So don't toy with us like he did to our shining stars. So prepare for revenge. You're a whole new creature from the darkest side. You got to say the pain we feel, created as monsters that come to life. Come back to life. So you come to the end now, alive but dead inside. The heartbeat's loud, you've joined our crowd. We are but punished serpentines. Your life with him was fun, but now the terror's only just begun. Now come with me and you will see we're newborn cyanide. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure all you didn't need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. I am alive, immortalized. You're the creator, you traitor. Hey, there's no vaccine to cure all you didn't need. For now you must build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up a machine. You die tonight. Tonight. Build up a machine. You die tonight.
Wait, come back! I have something for you. Come and try this game. We got some freebies for you. Enter code image7777 for 3,000 diamonds. They're all free. Your heroes are waiting for you to collect them. Remember to enter, do not forget.
Mythic Heroes. Play for free.
29 ways to recycle Minecraft's useless things. After so many years, Minecraft has plenty of mobs, blocks, and items to choose from. But with that, not everyone's going to be a winner. So today, in the spirit of Team C's, we're looking at ways to turn these so-called garbage features into something to value. Number 1. Snowballs aren't that impressive of a weapon. And in recent years, they've gotten even worse since they no longer hit players. But what they lack for us, they make up for on blazes. And if you put a stack of these in your offhand with a Looting 3 sword, they become the cheapest way to use that enchantment, which I think is worthwhile. well. Number 2. On the long list of Minecraft transportation, saddle pigs don't stand out. But while they're a bit underwhelming to use this way, they're surprisingly useful in a minecart. Just tucking a pig into one of these can make them move just as fast as a powered rail. So if you're looking to save up on your gold and redstone for something else, this could be a solid alternative. Number 3. Now, lecterns are not something you need to craft in bulk, but if you happen to misclick in a crafting grid, don't sweat it. Here's the solution. Since these share the same bottom texture as the oak planks, we can make something of a rotated pattern in your roof, which I'll admit is a lot better than leaving these lying in a chest. Number 4. Bats are notorious for not doing much, and while they can help to find caves, there's not much use for these on the surface. That is, until we add in an invisibility potion. As others have pointed out, these little flying rats can become something to ghosts when they're invisible, letting us get both the flying particle effects and the spooky sounds for your haunted house build. Number 5. I'll take a wild guess that furnace minecarts aren't used that much in your world, or anyone's world for that matter. And while they can make minecart trains, those don't go too far without breaking. So instead, I'd suggest doing what this user does and using them for an additional texturing in the stone floor. It's a far cry from the intended use, but at least it's something. Number 6. Leather helmets don't serve much of a purpose in a Minecraft run, because in the time it takes to get the leather necessary, most of us are already finding iron in the caves. But what they lack in survival, they make up for in creative. Here we can use command blocks to make our own leather helmet animations, which turns this piece of junk into a work of art. Number 7. Every now and then, Minecraft adds a feature that doesn't make much sense, like the water breathing arrows, for instance. I mean, I don't know how often your friend is drowning, and then the solution is to deal more damage to help them out. But even if they aren't practical, at least on Bedrock, we can chuck a couple of these on a slime block pusher and make ourselves a pretty fountain. Number 8. Polar bears are often criticized for being something of a pointless addition, and to that point, they are more of a hazard than a help. But to solve that, it's worth knowing that these things can go after foxes. And with that, we can partner the two together and use an angry polar bear to keep the foxes out of our chicken coop. Number 9. Most of us would see a dead bush and think nothing of it. And while they can give sticks every now and then, I think this gives more of a reason to collect these. See, by itself, these don't offer much for looks, but throw in a pot with some leaves or moss above, and now we've got a custom plant perfect for your desk. Number 10. Coral is a tough block to use for decoration, because without special circumstances, it's going to dry out in most settings. So we normally just use the dead variants for the TNT duplication, but thankfully, waterlogged slabs let us get some use out of these. And if you tuck some on top like so, we can make a pretty convincing fuzzy carpet for your next living room. Number 11. Frostwalker isn't the most necessary of Minecraft enchantments, so if you've already got a pair, then the answer might be to give it to a villager instead. No joke, by using a dispenser, you can give it to a villager and then tuck them in a pack of mobs to easily move the horde across the ocean, which winds up being a lot easier than doing 19 trips in a boat. Number 12. Sea pickles seem like something of an odd addition to Minecraft, but thankfully we can find some better use for them than just some line dye. As it turns out, these make quite the tool when you use them in a hopper system, and with a couple like so, we can use their hitbox to redirect 2 streams without bottlenecking, which is not too shabby for a pickle. Number 13. If you're harvesting a bunch of trees, it's easy to build up something of an abundance of saplings, and at some point, it's more than we could feasibly replant. But before you start burning them, consider this. Since saplings age off of a random-based system, we could build something like this to use our saplings as a random redstone generator, and it's the closest we've got to the copper golem. Number 14. Minecraft bells don't do much, and while you could use it for raids or ring that bell to get notified about all future uploads, thank you, by the way, that's about it. But luckily, it has a better use for your boats. See, when a dispenser places a boat against a bell, it is perfectly aligned for your ice boat highway, and now you don't have to worry about slipping off course. Number 15. If you're familiar with the set block command, you've probably come across some neglected blocks, and usually we don't have a reason to spawn one of these odd jobs in. But today, let's put one of them to use in the form of carpet slabs. And sure enough, by using the lower half of a bed block by itself, we can make a convincing, colorful half-block slab. Number 16. Hiding a door behind a painting has to be the oldest trick in the book, and at this point, these aren't fooling anyone except for the newest of players. So to take this worthless secret entrance and bump it up, all we need are some hitboxes. And if you lay out a trapdoor here or a slab there, these become a lot harder to find, keeping your stuff safe for another day. Number 17. Horses sound cooler in theory than they happen to be in execution, and truthfully, the process of getting a decent horse makes it generally worse than an elytra. It takes more time for less reward, but in Bedrock, these might just have their purpose. See, on a horse, it's possible to speed bridge the same, meaning we can quickly place blocks in front of us without even having to break our stride. Number 18. While dead coral fans can be used for TNT duplication systems, dead coral blocks are a different story, and usually these are less desirable than their living counterparts. But while they might look less vibrant, their texture does still lend well to certain color palettes, and from there we can make these pretty useful when mixed into a gravel path like so. Number 19. With the 1.17 update, we finally got a new tree into the game, but unfortunately for us, these new azalea ones didn't come with any unique wood type, and as such, they aren't exactly a building favorite. But but their leaves might be their saving grace, since these retain their green color even when placed in the desert. And that, folks, is a welcome addition for your oasis. Number 20. Alright, now I fully understand that the dragon egg has its place as a trophy for beating the game, but unless you're playing a game of tag, it just sits around. So to fix that and find a use for it, why not follow after this Reddit user and put it in an item frame for a nose? Which is silly, but at least it's something unique. Number 21. When you're in the nether, we all know that water's a lost cause. And while you can put it in a cauldron, that whole process takes time, which we don't normally have when we're on fire. But luckily, if you accidentally made some splash bottles of water, those could do the trick. Just throw one on yourself for a buddy, and boom, the problem solved. Number 22. Now, when you see a bin full of nearly broken golden swords, it doesn't exactly look like a treasure chest, and usually we dump these gold farm rejects into something of a trash chute. But instead, why not take this overflow and then funnel it into a super smelter? Do that and your gold farm will get an extra bonus on profits, which is always good in my book. Number 23. Now, clearly, mushrooms can have a use in the different stews we make, but the mushroom blocks, that's hard to justify. Though if you have Silk Touch, you might want to consider this the next time you're in a dark forest. See, these blocks can be used as something of a fuel source, so if you're just going to throw them away, might as well let it work for you. Number 24. Most of the time you see lily pads, they're just good for clogging up our swamps. And if you ask me, that's a missed opportunity. So since we got a lot of them, why not put them to use? And I think this is the perfect solution. Since lanterns can go underwater, why not tuck these under your lily pads and make a cool looking solution to stop your drown from spawning? Number 25. Nobody likes waiting, especially with nether portals. After all, you not only have to wait for the sickness animation, but then you also gotta let the other side generate as well. And it's a pain for sure. But luckily, you can take any old garbage item, toss it through, and then let that do the loading for you, saving you time and giving that dirt block a purpose. Number 26. Chainmail is a cool concept, but it doesn't serve much of a gameplay function, and it's definitely not worth using over that iron set that you're already wearing. But if you have a helmet from a zombie's rare drop, let's use it before you lose it. And if you put one of these on an armor stand like so, it makes a nifty RGB keyboard for your next house's desk. Number 27. Today we're going to talk about Pillager Reformation, but we're not pulling that off with its crossbow. So after getting a pillager in a bow, we can sit in it to wear it on that weapon. And then we take that disarmed diva and put it next to your villagers. That way, any raids that might happen will start and stop with this one pillager, never letting another wave happen to come by and destroy the populace. Number 28. Glow Lichen is a neat addition to the Caves and Cliffs update, but most of its purpose is served for lighting up those caves, and ultimately it doesn't do much up here on the surface. But this fixes that. As you'll notice, when you put this on coarse dirt, it gives a valuable transitionary block between dirt and stone, giving us builders another tool for our arsenal. Number 29. In most cases, dried kelp seems like a pretty useless food source, but while they might seem like garbage, they're actually pretty effective as trash. Let me explain. By crafting a chunk of these into some dried kelp blocks, we get the perfect texture for industrial trash bags, letting us add some new life into your city's alleyway. Number 30. Now folks, the real garbage features that we need to talk about are the ones that are currently in our oceans. And to fix that, you can go to teamseas.org, and for every $1 that you donate, 1 pound of trash gets taken out of the ocean, which I'll admit is a pretty sweet deal. So after you donate there, make sure to take care and have a good one. Alright? "23 ridiculous ways to use armor stands in Minecraft." Sometimes the best way to use a block in Minecraft is unintended. So while we could use armor stands as is, there's so much more that's possible. And that's what we're showing today. And hey, the YouTube robot tells me that we have almost as many subscribers as the population of Connecticut. And if we pass them, I think we get to own the state. So to help us conquer Connecticut, claim that red sub button below. It's free and it helps out a ton. Number 1. Minecraft has plenty of mobs to witness in the base game, but once you've played as much as we have, these things are old hat. So if you're tired of foxes that look like this, then maybe this is worth a shot. See, by using armor stands aligned like such, we can use much smaller versions of the blocks to create our own special sculptures. And the best part is that all of these are possible without using mods. So while the complexity on display can clearly vary, there's still plenty of creativity to see. And while I can only imagine the headache would require to painstakingly lay out each piece of this tiger, I also can't argue that the results are quite special. Number 2. As it's clear to see, Minecraft is a game made of blocks, which is why it's such a cursed sight to see a circle like so. But even if it breaks Mojang's unspoken rules, there are plenty of cool things that we can still do with these. As is, the way that we pull these off is by summoning a bunch of armor stands around a relative position. And then, to give that subtle curve, we have them face towards the center point and then give us that smoothed out area. And while Mysticat has shown off how to make one of these into a pool of water, we could also just as well make a tire swing out of these, and both of which are plenty cool to see. Number 3. If you've messed around with map making, you're plenty familiar with the concept of custom player heads. And while these can work fine on their own, they get even cooler when we partner them with armor stands. And my favorite example of so would be this Tiki Totem Pole. As this user showed off on Reddit, we can mix together placed heads and armor stands to add different scales into our tower, which I think gives a really cool option for decorating your next jungle temple.
Mojang removed blocks every Minecraft update, and you haven't even noticed. Like all of these, which I've added back in. So subscribe and here are 46 Minecraft blocks they had to get rid of. Number 1. Before command blocks were even a thing, teleport blocks were in an official version of the game. These blocks would instantly transport you to different ones using a menu. Home blocks would take you to your house, and spawn blocks would let you change the spawn point. Mojang removed these when making the new Education Edition, but they would have made transportation so much quicker. Number 2. Minecraft used to have these two textures. They clearly look like a chair and a table, and this is what they could have looked like in 3D. Weirdly, wheat used to look like this if it somehow grew more than it should. Mojang later on banned all furniture from being added to Minecraft. Number 3. When Minecraft was first being planned, Mojang were going to add spikes that extended and retracted. They would have basically been spiked pistons, but these were replaced with sticky pistons. A developer said in 2012 that they'd like to add spikes but weren't sure how they'd work. 1.17 finally added dripstone, but you can't even push the spikes. Come on, Mojang. Number 4. Doing this looks pretty cursed, but the portal block used to allow something very similar. These worked just like normal nether portals, but acted like fence posts, allowing for some nice looking designs. When portals were first added, you could place them like a full block too. It's good that Mojang removed them before someone tried to light one of these. Number 5. Back in in-dev versions, there was a house with chests containing stacks of 100 water and lava blocks. These were dangerously glitchy. Mojang even called the lava ones volcano blocks because of how deadly they were. Place one of these bad boys in your world, and if you can't stop it, say goodbye to your precious Minecraft house. The water blocks would spread even faster, but both types could be soaked up with a bit of sponge. Number 6. Soulfire was added in the Nether update, but another soul block was completely scrapped from the game. Unused particles existed that looked just like lava particles, but blue. This means soul lava might have been found in soul sand valleys in an unreleased version. It could have been able to flow faster or dealt more damage like Soulfire does. Mojang removed it before we ever got to find out, so we just have to speculate. Number 7. This next one permanently broke entire worlds. Placing one of these would crash the game and render your hard work worthless instantly. You might think it's a normal hopper, but looking from beneath will show that it points in no direction. Luckily, the only way to place this was with the set block command, though Mojang probably should have tested it thoroughly before risking the world of anyone who just wanted to try the new hoppers. Number 8. Ice and snow can get in the way, especially with 1.17 snowier snow. So when you need to clear some away, the heat block would have been great for warming up the area. If Mojang hadn't removed it, that is. This feature was made exclusive to the Education Edition, but there's an actual reason for it. Like real-life hand warmers, the iron inside oxidizes and releases heat. There's some real-life chemistry in a Minecraft video. Number 9. This block looks like grey concrete, but it's not. It's called Reserved 6, or Dot Name as it was known at the time. When fire spread in Pocket Edition, sometimes it would create this block. Pocket Edition also had these two secret blocks. One says Update, which would show up when a block was removed by an update but still placed in the world. The other says 8 upped, so that together they say update. Number 10. Loads of unique blocks were added in the Buzzy Bees update. Something that bees make other than honey that Mojang didn't add is beeswax. They added a texture for a wax block in a snapshot version, but it was removed because it wasn't even meant to be added. Mojang possibly tested it out, but couldn't think of a proper use for it. They should have added it in 1.17 as a crafting ingredient for candles. Number 11. Sometimes it's difficult to see where a village starts and ends, but with village border blocks, that's no longer a problem. They were seen in a demo at a convention, and the textures remained in the files for years. However, there's no footage in existence of them in action, so it's difficult to know if these were placed like redstone to trap villagers, or if they just generated naturally. The blocks would be nice on
Introducing the shorter side of YouTube. Watch and create your own short videos.
servers to confine players into a small space before a challenge starts. Please help me. Number 12. Speaking of borders, a red variant of walls called border blocks are found in the Education Edition but not in the main game. You can't walk under them or fly over them, unless you're a teacher. These would also be great for servers, but Mojang won't let us have them for some reason. All mobs are stopped apart from the Ender Dragon, which just flies straight on through. Oh, and Ender Pearls let you escape lessons as well. Stay in school. Number 13. This one's more than just a block. It's inside a block. Beacon.
These are some of the most creative people. Check this out.
Got some ketchup, got Squid Game guy, and yeet.
That's sick.
Is that a fry gun?
Pretty creative.
Let's check out some more stuff. Ooh, that's pretty dope. Pink Floyd. Look at these Squid Game nails. That's awesome.
These look so good. Oh, look, that's the coffin. Oh, whoa. This person made Squid Game keys for their keyboard, dude. That is so sick. I want to see like a whole keyboard made of Squid Game. Oh, that'd be sick. Oh, look at this one. Look, they got the Squid Game doll. I don't think anyone's done a whole keyboard, but like, look at this. This is awesome.
Bro, this person painted Squid Game on their freaking Nikes, bro.
Oh, that's so sick. Yo!
Anyone else that kind of thought that this thing looked like PlayStation, like the whole square, circle, triangle thing? Look at this, dude. This guy made freaking art from rice. Squid Game doll! Red light, green light, don't move. Oh, he's not moving. You're fine. It's just rice, buddy.
All right, enough Squid Game.
Let's check out some more creative people, creative art, just a bunch of creative stuff. This is gonna be a cool video, guys. So stay tuned.
Look at this guy. He's so strong. Oh, just kidding. It's paint. He's not strong at all. He's a
Wimp.
in fact. It's pretty cool. Even got the shadow to make it look real. That's pretty sick.
Is this video real or fake?
Tell me in the comments. Let me know. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Real or fake?
This guy is making a 3D painting.
What does that mean? Well, just look. Just watch this. Not yet. There you go.
That looks so freaking cool. Oh, that looks awesome. What? That is so sick.
Is he gonna do jumping? My brain is broken.
What? How?
Guys, okay, so wait, this is how he did it on the top. So look, there's something connected to the orange. But look at the bottom. This is what it looks like edited. That's actually sick. So they just had orange juice coming out of the orange. Dude, imagine if oranges were like that. Just hella orange juice. Guys, look at this stop motion creation. This is so sick. Skateboarding.
What? That is so cool. That was so sick. I love watching those. So satisfying.
This person did this for some reason. I don't know about that one, Jafe. That is...
Spooky.
Please don't talk to me if you have nails like this. That is so creepy. Guys, look at this. Don't try this at home. Is he gonna survive? Whoa! I guess we'll never know. Actually, this is what it actually looked like. He didn't fall into a massive pit. It's just editing. Pretty cool. How did... That is so trippy. How did they do that? I want to know the behind the scenes of that, dude. That is crazy. Look at this trippy painting. What the heck? Why is it moving? Stop staring at me, old man. I will call the cop. Oh, that's weird. Oh, so it's inverted and it just looks like, oh, that's so weird. What the heck?
Stop staring at me.
This girl's gonna create an ice cream cone from her many beanies. Look at that, dude. That's sick. This is her whole TikTok. Just creating ice cream. Wow. Whoa. Okay, that one's cool. That was really good. She's definitely good at this. Wow. She created like 4 ice cream cones. Someone decided to make a new emoji. Can you guess what it is? It's Justin Bieber pregnant. Is that just me? Pretty good. Pretty good. Have you ever just been sad that it's like such a cloudy day and you're just decided to make a charging phone out of vegetables? So yeah, why not? You know, if you're bored, just do this. What the heck? Very random. But hey, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this is the coolest thing I've seen all year. How you doing that? How you doing that, huh? I don't know. She's one with the water. Avatar. So this artist makes paintings out of ants. I'm guessing the artist puts something sweet on the painting to make the ants go to like certain spots, and it finishes the painting with ants. That is so freaking cool. How do you think of this? Like, look.
Rhino.
And there's ants for the, that is like what? How do you think of that? Like a nice bird, dude. Nice bird to finish the picture. It's a little bit creepy, but pretty cool. Very, very original. I like it. This should be Instagram's new logo thingy. Watch. Like what? That was so cool. That looks real good. That looks real good. I want to be able to animate. That was awesome. No Instagram boyfriend?
Well, I mean, I don't, unfortunately.
So this way you can get a really cool shot just by yourself. Look, all right, put her phone on the bag and, you know, the little walkway escalator things. Look at how cool this looks, guys. Look at that. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Oh my God. Wait, is that how they do it in movies? Wait, it's kind of genius. Walk backwards in a crowded tourist area and bump into everyone. Reverse the footage. That's kind of cool.